Finally got my hands on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and there are three big changes. All models now have USB-C ports. The Pro models have the new A17 Pro chips, and the Pro Max now has a 5x telephoto zoom. This year's iPhones have had some slight changes to design, which is now made from a titanium with a matte brush texture, which makes the iPhones lighter in weight. The Pro Max has the same 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR display from last year's iPhone 14 Pro Max is always on display. There's a 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, HDR10, Dolby Vision, 1000 nits max brightness, a resolution of 2796 by 1290, and a dynamic island. So as I previously mentioned, one of the big changes is the inclusion of USB-C. The Pro models have USB 3, which has transfer speeds of up to 10 gigabits per second. The action button has replaced the mute silent switch, which has been on iPhones for years. The button is now customizable, which can activate the camera, you can record a voice note, you can activate a shortcut, or turn on the flash. The main 48 megapixel camera has been upgraded with improved low light performance. This can be adjusted to different focal lengths such as 24mm, 28mm, and 35mm. So pictures are taken in a new 24 megabit default image, which offers high quality images without having a big file size. Portrait pictures are taken automatically if you tap the focus or when someone or pet is in the frame. Depth and focal point can be adjusted after the picture is taken. The ultra-wide camera has been improved to take in more light. The Pro Max is upgraded with a 5x telephoto lens, which uses a tetraprism design. Apple also added a new optical image stabilization system, which includes autofocus, 3D sensor, shift module for clearer pictures. The A17 Pro is Apple's first 3nm chip, which Apple states introduced their biggest GPU redesign. The GPU performance is up 20% faster than the A16. The CPU performance is up to 10% faster, and the neural engine is 2 times faster. Apple included hardware accelerated ray tracing that allows iPhones to run console games like Resident Evil Remake and Assassin's Creed Mirage. Dedicated AV1 decoder is included for efficient video streaming. The A17 Pro also allows iPhones to be connected to an external storage for recording 4K 60 ProRes video straight to the storage device. The iPhone 15 Pro Max is packing a 4422 mAh battery, which is a slight increase on the 14 Pro Max from last year's. This increase offers up to 29 hours of video playback, up to 25 hours of video streaming, and up to 95 hours of audio playback. All iPhone 15 models are fast charging capable and can charge up to 50% in 30 to 35 minutes using a 20-watt or higher power plug. So for the first time, iPhone 15 models show the battery cycle count. There is a build in the setting to prevent an iPhone from charging past 80% to preserve battery health. So spending this past week using the iPhone 15 Pro Max after switching from the 13 Pro Max, I instantly noticed a difference in weight. The phone feels lighter, and due to the thinner bezels on the display, feels like the screen is bigger. And I do like the way Apple implemented the dynamic island. I find myself using it quite a lot, especially while listening to music. I use the action button mainly switching between launching apps and the silent mode. I do like upgrades Apple made to the cameras. The fact that portrait photos are automatically taken when someone is in the frame, or automatically switch into night mode when there is dark or low light situations, just makes it easier without having to switch to a mode. Also, changing the depth or focal point after a picture has been taken is really useful. The addition of the 5x telephoto lens is a welcome one. iPhones have had 3x optical zoom for a while now, so it may not be on the level of say Samsung or Oppo, but they are moving in the right direction. The video quality and recording options are fantastic. 4K at 24, 25, 30 and 60 frames per second. 1080p at 25, 30, 60, 120 and 240 frames per second. Dolby Vision HDR up to 60 frames per second. Options for ProRes video recording, cinematic mode and 3D spatial video. I was impressed with the 12 megapixel camera with most of the same modes available as a main rear camera. Personally, the change from Lightning to USB-C is a welcome one, and in my opinion, long overdue. I love the fact I can connect a storage device to the phone and transfer files and pictures and videos. Also, transferring my files to my Mac is a lot quicker via the USB-C cable. So I do game on my iPhone when I have some spare time. The screen is super responsive, the gameplay is smooth and the graphics look great. Battery life has been great. The iPhone 13 Pro Max that I was previously using was lasting me all day, and this is no different. It's one of the main reasons why I go for the Pro Max model due to the larger battery capacity. This iPhone 15 Pro Max that I have is the 512GB storage model, which retails for $1,399 in the UK on Apple's website. Now, I know that's quite a lot of money to be spending on the phone, but Apple do offer a trade option which can significantly reduce the price. So that is my thoughts on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end. If you're new to my channel and you like my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment or any comments down below. A like is always appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next video.